There are proper channels for whistleblowers to report government wrongdoing, but should Edward Snowden have taken those channels? Several past whistleblowers say no, not if he wanted to avoid being punished and possibly prosecuted. This kind of statement now has a familiar ring.
There were other avenues available for somebody whose conscience was stirred and thought that they needed to question government actions.
But those proper channels don't always work. In fact, there have been plenty of high-profile cases where they haven't, like for Gina Grey. She reported misplaced graves and mishandled soldier remains at Arlington National Cemetery to her superiors. But before that information even reached the media, she was fired. Years later, she was forced to finally drop her lawsuit against the Army because she had run out of legal funds. Tuesday, Grey told Dana Miliband, "I went all the way up the channels." This is what happens when you do that. Former NSA analyst Thomas Drake says years trying to report overreach through proper channels got him nowhere. That's when he went to a reporter. He was prosecuted under the Espionage Act. William Binney quit the NSA over the controversial Trailblazer program. His supervisors had ignored his formal complaints for years. He then made them public. J. Kirk Weeb went public with him. Each of them became the subject of FBI investigations and had their homes raided by federal agents. In June, they told USA Today that Snowden, by bypassing proper channels, had made the better choice.
You wouldn't criticize him for going public from the start because your experiences of trying to do it by the book didn't work.
In fact, I think he saw and read about what our experience was, and that helped. That was part of his decision making.
President Obama has prosecuted more people under the Espionage Act than all presidents before him. He has issued an executive order meant to provide protection for whistleblowers, but it makes no mention of government contractors, like Snowden. In its current form, the directive wouldn't address the concerns Snowden had, that he could be punished or fired or criminally prosecuted for filing a complaint. For Newsy, I'm Zach Toombs.